Hey guys, Pablo here, and welcome to a brand new video in which we're going to talk about a project that is called Ninneko. Now, this is an idle RPG game on the Binance Smart Chain network in which we have play-to-earn mechanism and we also have NFTs, a whole marketplace. So we're going to talk about all those things. The game is available on both Android and iOS, and it is available on the Windows, and we're going to take a look at on the PC version and also on the mobile version and talk about all the modes, about the NFTs, different classes, different factions, the skill sets, and all the stuff. I do apologize for the video being too long because we had a lot to cover. They recently had an update because of which it is expected for the token price to increase like 2x or 3x, and we're going to talk about all those things. We're going to talk about the tokens, different tokens, and what they're used for, and the tokenomics. So all that will be covered, and just know that this is not going to be an investment or a financial advice, so it'll be completely up to you to invest in any project that you want to. Now, with this being said, let's move straight to the project. Now, this is the official website of Ninneko. We're going to learn about the project, about the game from their website, and we're going to take help from their documents. But talking about the website, you can see it is very well established. The graphics on this one looks really professional, and we're going to use this to learn about the game itself. But you can see that the game is available on the App Store, on the Google Play, so it's both available on the iOS and the Android, and it is also on the Windows. So we have the PC version and we have the mobile version in which we have Android and iOS. So it depends on you where you want to play it. I'll show you guys on the Windows and on the mobile version too. Now we get the section of the news and updates, and one of the most important ones is there, the newest update, that is of the guilds. Now we're going to talk about this whole thing, which is really important because this is a new update and this can be a game changer, and it will be a game changer, and there's like an expectation and a prediction that the price of the token is expected to increase 2x or 3x because of this, because it'll be getting utilized in this new update, what they have brought. So they have brought this whole guild system, which is basically, if you have been playing games that have the clan system in which you form groups and then you engage in group activities and stuff like those. This is like a similar concept to this, in which you create guild, you fight with a boss like together, you summon rewards, and there's like guild war and stuff like those. So we're going to talk about all the details. We have the kind of like an overview which basically explains the concepts of guild war, guild boss, summon, and guild skills. So we're going to talk about this, but first, of course, we need the basics of the game itself. So it says it is a Ninja Cat game on the Binance Smart Chain. Ninneko is the leading edge of NFT game that combines idle RPG game and breeding system. So nothing is difficult here. Everything is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Although the mechanisms that they have is pretty sophisticated, which is really better, because the more sophisticated they have, it includes more tactics, more strategies, and that's what we need in a game so that things don't get boring. So this is a simple idle RPG game, idle role-playing game in which you don't have to like actively be involved in playing or giving your input like all the time. It saves you those efforts while still keeping or making the game addictive. And this is an NFT game, so the characters of the cats that you have in this one are basically NFTs that you can buy, that you can trade on their market, which again I have right here. We're going to take a look at this one, all the different factions and the class and the generation and the cattributes, basically the attributes. They're just calling it cattributes, and then the breeds. So we're going to take a look at this. Now you can buy the Nino. I do have to put this out in the open. They have the dual token economy, and then we have the other kind of like game, I wouldn't say currency, but we have other materials. But talking about their tokens, we have two tokens, the Nino token and the Meta token. Nino token, this is basically the governance and the utility token. We're going to talk about where it's utilized, what people use this for. Basically, they pay for the breeding fees with Nino. And then we have the Meta token, which is the in-game currency with a unlimited supply. In Nino, we have the limited supply. We're going to talk about the tokenomics and the allocation and the distribution. So the Meta token is, which is the other token than the Nino token, that is the in-game currency. So we're going to talk about the differences and stuff like those. But we have seen in the previous games in which we have, the NFT games, and we have seen that they have two different kinds of tokens. One is the governance token and one is the in-game currency. So we're going to talk about all these things, and we're going to talk about the burn mechanism and how they balance things out and the revenue stream. Now, they have the play to earn concept, in which you basically play in the game and you earn rewards that you can basically exchange for something that has a real value. So the meta token that you get rewarded with, you can actually exchange the meta token to convert it into BNB or other tokens that have the real value, which, I mean, of course it does have a real value too, but that's something that you can like exchange further. So it says make money by playing Ninneko. Summon, breed, and trade Ninnekos on the marketplace, which we have right here. So you can take a look at the prices of all the characters and stuff like those. You can also stake the NFT Ninnekos, and you can also stake the Nino to earn and redeem in-game rewards. And then you can also trade game items with other players. So through these methods and mechanisms, you basically earn while you play the game. Now this is the Ninneko gallery. We have different kinds of Ninnekos, the NFTs, the cat NFTs, and they have different characters, different attributes, which they refer to as the cat attributes. So we're going to talk about the cat attributes. Talking about the gameplay, we have the idle system. Already talked about this. We have a strategic battle genetic system. This talks about the breeding actually. So two Ninnekos can be combined to generate new breeds based on their parent genes. And then you have a rich gameplay. We have different modes and different I would say not say genres, but different modes basically. And now we have the whole guild system. Trading, we can own Ninnekos and we can also trade them outside of the game in the marketplace. We have different seasons, different events, different timely events that we can take a part in. As you can see right now, it says lucky spin, and if we go to the game, we can actually take a look at how many people are winning these things. And then we have the roadmap. So in the October 21, they tested the NFT Ninnekos in the marketplace. In November, they were issuing Nino tokens and the IDO, and then in December there was an alpha test on the BSC testnet, and in the January they opened the beta on the BSC mainnet, and then in the January official launch in April Guild Wars. So this is currently where we're at, and this is the recent update. In the May, we have the village building. So we have the Nino token and all about the distribution. So we're going to talk about this. The team is very well established, and it is completely doxed. It is everything here is completely transparent, which obviously creates trust for the project itself. We have the LinkedIn profile of every single person involved in the team of this project. So everything here is basically pretty safe, and they have been audited too. You can take a look at their partners, like each and every single one of them here, and they have been audited from the very chains. Now let's take a look at how the game is played, all the mechanisms that are involved in this, and most importantly the guild system, because that is the new update, and that I think is going to up things a lot for this project. So looking at the documents, you can see we have a lot of information. So we're gonna move along like kind of quickly so we can cover everything in a limited time. You can get a Ninneko. You can do that from the market, which we have right here. So as you can see from the filters, we have the filters of faction, class, generation, stage, attributes, and the breed. We have information of every single thing here, so that'll make you choose better on what NFT that you want to buy here. So they're classified in, I think, 6 different factions. Yes, it is 6 different factions. So we have fire, water, thunder, wind, earth, and yin yang. And this is a recent relationship and so forth. We have different classes. So we have warrior, we have mage, we have support, we have ranger, we have assassins. This basically affects the stats of the Ninneko. And if we talk about the stats basically include their probably like the attacking power. Yes, we have the attacking power, the healing power, the armor, the speed, because while we're battling, since we're not actively engaging in the combat, these are the stats that it accounts on who's going to be the victor. And these are the attributes that makes different NFTs different from each other. So we have mouth, eyes, hair, hand, ears, tail. And this is the skill. So attribute hand is active skill, here is passive skill 1, passive skill 2, passive skills 3, and so forth. Then we have the breeding system. So we basically, with 2 Ninnekos, we can create another offspring. Of course, this includes a fee that is paid in the Nino token. but this is a system that we have here. And do note that the sibling Ninnekos cannot breed together, and parents cannot breed with their offspring. So I think that makes sense. And you have this option. There's different analytics that are involved in this, so you have every single information over here, and also the breeding fees, like how much you have to pay in Nino in order to do the breeding. Now if we talk about the gameplay, we have the idle RPG game, we have the player run mechanism, we have the campaign where basically you can claim your meta token, and then we have the battling. Now I'm skipping like most of the parts, because when we actually take a look at the game itself, you will be able to understand a lot of the things from there. Right now we're just getting the gist of all these things. Aura is basically if you have different you have different characters on your side that play, and all of them have different factions. So if you have 3 characters of similar faction, then there's like a special, I would say, effect that is applied. So if you have 3 Ninneko from an identical faction, it gives you plus 10 HP, plus 10 attack, and it provides all the information here of all these things. So we're gonna actually apply this thing, and we're gonna take a look at what happens. We have different effects in the battle that have positive and negative effects, and positive ones are in blue, negative are in red, and here we have the examples of all the things, all the effects. And then we have different skills, so you can take a look at all the skills that we have. They can talk about equipment, how you can upgrade your Ninneko. You use this material, the fish. This is not a token, by the way, just don't get confused. We have different other features. We have magic tree, which is part like the modes in a sense, kind of like battle modes. Then we have different events, and then we also have referral program, which can be another way for us to earn if we invite our friends. And talking about the mode, so one of the modern modes is basically arena mode. So arena mode is basically like a competitive mode. We have the unrated modes, and then we have a competitive mode that basically there is a leaderboard. So arena is basically the competitive mode of this game, which take place in 14 days. There's a leaderboard in which is based on individual score, and you receive 120 arena tickets per day. So you can get the information of all the rules and the prizes. You get more, you earn more through this on the arena. And from their marketplace, you can buy and sell the Ninnekos, which we can take a look at from here, and we can also claim the meta token. Simply, you're just going to connect your wallet and you can claim it from there. Now, under the tokenomics section, you can see we have 2 tokens, the meta token, and we have the Nino token. So meta token is an in-game currency. It is uncapped, so there's limited supply of this. It is a utility token that is generated by game system. Its supply grows as more players join the game, and then players can spend meta within the game. And so basically they use meta on different places, and whatever meta that is spent, that is basically burned, that is permanently removed from the supply. And this method is important to offset the inflation. And apart from this burn, basically we have other burns to take place, and they also do the buyback and burn. So 2% of marketplace fees is used to buy back and burn the meta token, because if meta has a good value, that's how you make, that's how you earn, because you exchange it for something that has real value. So if you take a look at the revenue stream, we have the breeding system, and we have the players that are sitting in the center. So they use meta token, and also they use the Nino token to pay for the fees for the breeding system, and then they get new Ninnekos, and then they use the Ninnekos in the idle system. They play game, and when they earn rewards, they get meta token. And then they use the Nino tokens in the PvP arena mode, in which you basically go player versus player, and you take part in the leaderboard and all those things. You use your Ninnekos and you get meta token back, and you use meta tokens in the shop, and you get different items, and you use different items for a lot of the things that we're going to take a look at. And basically, yeah, so they have balanced out the consumption of the meta token and selling of the meta token with the burn mechanism, so that they can place an equilibrium on this thing. And talking about the Nino token, which you already kind of have, it is a utility, it is a governance token through which people can participate in the governance to vote on what happens next on different decisions based that are affecting the project itself. So for that, you have the Nino token, and you also pay for the breeding system fees with Nino. This has a limited supply of 200 million, and the cement mana is burnt, but for the Nino, there's like they're reallocated to the community treasury, and this is where the funds of the community treasury are added. So 50% of Nino are added to the staking fund, 30% to game incentives and fund, and 20% to the marketing fund. And this talks about the governance because of this Nino token. Anyways, we're going to take a look at the allocation and the tokenomics from their website that is right here. If you talk about the wallets, because a lot of people are concerned about this thing, and actually people are actually a lot more concerned about this thing, because whenever they take a look at the address of the token, or let's say if they take a look at the Nino token, they're gonna go with the wallet, and then they'll get confused, like, why is this one holding like a huge amount of tokens? Because it doesn't really say that it is a marketing wallet, and people get confused. Maybe there are whales sitting there and they're gonna dump the tokens, and eventually the project will crash. So we have all the wallets of the developer wallet, we have the marketing wallet where it is used, how much they're holding and stuff like those, and the buyback wallets, and the staking wallet, and the game incentive wallet. So you have every bit of information here, which I think makes it amazing, because this is what true transparency actually is. So now that we have taken a look at all of the information, like basic gist of the information of the documents, if we open up the game that is right here, so this is how it looks like. You can take a look at the graphics, which does look promising, which does look like it's not something that is totally cramped and it looks bad. It looks really not as simple to make it seem also bad, but it is just like perfect, and there's a balance in these things. Now if you go to the adventure mode, you can, this is the basically what they were referring as to campaign. You can earn your tokens right here. So this is currently the in the PC version, so I could use the testnet version, although there is a mini version on this one, but I'm using the testnet version just to show you guys. When we take a look at the mobile version, that will be the meta version. So now that we are here, if we take a look at the world that is right here, we can get the option of the magic tree, of the arena. So we actually talked about both of these things. In the arena, we have the challenge. These two are coming soon. There's a lot of things that are basically coming soon. This is the leaderboard that you can see right here, which are the individual scores, and you get the option to battle. But what I want to show you guys in this one is the guild. So I actually kind of like created this guild in the testnet version, but you can get the option of, well, whether you want to create a guild or you want to join a pre-existing guild that there is, that someone already has created, because it does require some things in order to create a guild. So you have different features, different mechanisms that includes, you know, the option of summon of the guild war, the boss. Basically it's a clan system. You have different members in the guild, and you fight with the boss, which are collective skills of the, you know, the guild. And through that, you know, if you defeat the boss, you you get more points and stuff like those. This is the guild skills. We have the guild war that is coming soon, and we have the guild boss. I'm gonna show you guys a video which actually gives us a preview on how this, like someone creating the guild, and this is how it looks like. And then you battle against the you know, the boss that we have right here with your guild. So when you win, you get points. You can also summon rewards, which they're showing right now. And moving forth, contribution and burn meta. Equip the guild skill. So they're basically upgrading it right now, as you can see. And then we have the guild war that they're saying that is coming soon, and the cat reborn feature. The cat reborn feature is something that the community suggested, and they took up the suggestion of the community, their opinion, which really shows that they listened to the community's opinion. So this was suggested, you know, by the people, and the team actually worked very hard to develop this reborn feature because it was asked by the public. So basically you can convert Ninnekos with low stats to higher stats or special skills, and this is an opportunity for you, you know, to make money. Anyways, moving forth. Okay, so this is it. Basically, this is how the guild war, the guild system actually works, and the guild war. But we've got the max information about the guild and the update. We have this thing right here, whether you want to get this from the description. So you have the guild war, in which you fight other guilds, other kind of like clans, and you get rewards. At the same time, you can declare the strength of your guild to your opponents, and the guild members will support each other to help their guild win the battle. The guild boss, boss is basically you challenge a boss which has a really high level. The reward, it will increase according to the level of the boss. All guild players need to join forces to defeat the guild boss. To fight the boss guild, it takes a amount of mana to enter the map. Accumulated points will be saved until awarded. You also have the summoning, the option of summoning the rewards. So when you're rewarded with the guild coin, players will use a GC to summon precious rewards. These rewards can be used to upgrade Ninnekos and guild skills. And now this brings us to the guild skills, which is basically a unique feature that is only available in the guilds. So guild skill is an added skill, or I would say a boost in your skill and the strength, which helps you pass in the arena and also in defeating the guild boss more easily. And yeah, so basically this is a basic gist of what these things are, and this is a major update which will be really beneficial, because it is expected that the token price is going to increase to 2x or 3x because of this. Because whenever there are more utilities, more added features in which the tokens are utilized, eventually people use it, and the token is utilized more and more, and that increases its price, because that's how the whole economy system is based. So this is basically how this whole thing looks like. You can get your, collect your rewards from here. You can go to the shop. You can buy items over here using this is the Mara token, and this is the fish. If you go to the Ninneko, you can see all the levels that they're kind of like not maxed out, but almost like maxed out, most of them. And in the bag, basically our inventory, we can see different materials that we have here that we can equip. In the adventure, we can collect our rewards, the AFK rewards. So we can collect it from here. We can take part in the battle. I'm going to show you guys that in the mobile version. And then we have the world, in which we have the guild, the magic tree, and we also have the arena. And then here we have the lucky spin. So now let's take a look at the tokenomics, and then we're going to move forward and take a look at the game and the gameplay from the mobile version. So this is the information about the Ninneko token, the name, the token symbol. It is on the Binance Smart Chain. We have a total supply of 200 million, in which we have 15 million in the circulation. The whitelist says yes. Now they're going for the fair launch distribution model, in which we have the same price in the private sale and also on the IDO. So you can buy it on the pancake shop that we have right here. Click on understand, then import. It'll import the token directly, and then you can connect your wallet. In my case, it will be MetaMask. It depends on which one that you're using. Make sure that you have tokens in it. If you have BNB in it, that you can swap to get Nino tokens. And basically, after connecting, you can simply swap your BNB tokens to get Nino, and it's pretty straightforward. And if you talk about the token distribution, this is the allocation of the funds. So 15% team, 10% advisors and strategies, 35% private sale, 15% IDO sale, 5% liquidity, and 20% game incentives. And then there's a team and so forth. So now that we have gotten a lot of information, let's move forward and take a look at their game. Now here, as you can see, we're on the mobile version where you can see all the characters. If you click on the left where it's showing that icon, here you can collect your rewards that gets accumulated. So in this one, we're gonna see how we can, how the battle looks like and stuff like that. So go to the adventure and then battle, and this is how it looks like. So we have two opposing teams. Now here, the location really matters. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my highest level in the center. Like there, you can take a look at the documents to see all the strategies and what the placement actually does. And then you just simply click on, fighting. And that's why it is called an idle game, because now I'm just like relaxed and I'm letting that happen. You can change the the time in a sense from 1x to 2x. So if in 2x it'll take much less time for the rounds to be completed. And as we go along, you can see all the the animations and the graphics and the mechanisms looks pretty good. So currently it is round 4 and it is about to be over, and there you go. So I just won. I had good levels. If I proceed, obviously it'll become much more harder, and I have to upgrade my Ninnekos. So for that, you can simply go toward where it says Ninneko, and here you can select each particular Ninneko that you have, and you can start upgrading it using that fish that you have. So because cat ate fish. And you can simply just go along and you can upgrade all of your Ninnekos in this way. And then when you move forward, you'll have much more chances of winning a battle than what you'll have if you have a lower level Ninneko. So this is how it goes along. I have upgraded like to the maximum levels that I have, and this is the last one. So basically this is how it works. This is how it looks like on the mobile, and yeah, there you go. That's all I have for you guys in this video. Disclaimer: trading digital assets involve significant risk and can result in the loss of your invested capital. You should ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and take into consideration your level of experience, investment objectives, and seek independent financial advice if necessary. It is up to you whether to invest or not.